All right, what's up, everybody? This is LCC After Dark. I'm Zach.
I'm Peyton.
And I'm
owner
Cam.
of Amusement Park. Okay.
Okay. All right.
That was great.
That was wonderful.
Cam,
What a
you
great way
always
to
go
start off
last.
the podcast.
We literally
Okay.
said that. You always
Yeah.
go last, Cam.
All right, let's do it again, but I'm probably going to keep that in anyway. I'm Zach.
I'm Peyton, owner of Amusement Park.
And I'm Cam, owner of the Spurs. Probably the guy that you see in the chat bitching. But, you know, I bitch about things that need to be bitched about. Let's make that clear.
Yes, if you don't know who we are by our names as the official bitches of the league, we make it a point to find the ballot at least every week doing something different.
It's
just
monthly,
to
apparently,
make
for me.
We have to make sure that we're heard and our opinions are heard and that everybody knows that we hate everything. So, yeah. But basically, what this podcast is it's a child podcast to our daddy podcast, which is LCC on YouTube. And it's just a more stupider, funnier podcast than that one, where we're going to talk
less
way
about,
less.
like, you know, the stats, and we just, I don't know, we want
know,
to have a more comical view on things.
You know, I love how I was just going to say that, and you just stole the words out of my mouth.
I mean, I don't know. I was reading your mind, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely going to be less serious, more funny, or try to be more funny. Maybe we just suck at being funny, but
we're also missing someone tonight.
We are.
His
And
name's
if you
Billy
listen-
Ray. He's
Yeah.
basically the Jesus of this podcast,
Yes.
but he's
What was
nowhere
that?
to be found.
R.I.P.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
That's in the
R.I.P.
chat for Billy Ray. He might just randomly join us at times. We'll have to see, but don't get your hopes up, sadly. Yep. But that's going to move us into our first topic for tonight. This has been a huge talking point and discussion topic in the league for the last 2 days now, because yesterday is when I brought it back up. But this was an argument that was alive in the past.
Yeah, it had to be brought up. Got shot down because I guess, you know,
Yeah.
when any of us really want to make a suggestion to the league, or
Yeah.
especially me, it's just like, oh no, screw that, dude. Nope, don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
See, what happened was yesterday I got that flat tire and I was stuck at that gas station, and I was like, you know what? I'm bored and I feel like choosing violence today, kind of like Pat did today. But
But he chose violence.
I felt like choosing violence, and I was like, you know what? Let's bring this back up. So, here's a question: we won the vote. Are we moving to Discord?
12 votes out of 18 votes. I swear to God, that is a freaking record in the history of our league. We've never had more than like 2 people vote.
And
But
see,
now we need 13 votes.
Yep. All of a sudden, we need 13 votes.
I was
excited about it.
very, very frustrated. I was driving home from Walterboro,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm so bad. I'm on my phone 24/7. I don't know how I made it live, but I did. I was very upset, and I was texting Pat, and apparently, we are going to switch to Discord. That is what he texted me. I mean, who knows with Pat? That brings us into our next topic.
Hold on. Just going back to what you said about it was a record to have 18 people to vote.
18.
Why is that? How? Somebody tell me why that's not seen as a problem. That we have people in this league who don't know what the hell they're doing.
And then no. Then there's another thing. All right, as you know, Big Oss slap. All right. I know this man is on his phone 24/7. He couldn't take 2 seconds to click a freaking vote.
Yes.
And that's not the first thing it cost us. It was Bank of America Stadium.
Yep.
So it's
But
just like
that's
it's
okay.
like a pattern now, and it's really, really getting on my nerves.
I just want to recap a little section of the chat this morning because it did go kind of crazy. But just in case anybody missed it, And here's the thing. If you're not looking at the chat, then you're definitely not listening to this. But maybe there's somebody out there who wants to know. Pat said it perfectly. He said, all I'm saying is if we do go to Discord, good luck getting 24 people over there. Blah, blah, blah. People struggle to find the draft button on the MFL app. And some can barely even read the bylaws page. And somehow a transition to a new league chat platform is going to be great.
Literally, if you cannot use Discord, I can't help you. Something's not there all with you in the head. It's really not that hard.
Here's the thing. He says that. And he says that we got people that don't know how to use the fantasy football app that we use all season. So I come back and I say, okay, so if we have this problem where people don't know how to use the basic necessities they need to be in the league, why do we keep them in there? And this is my favorite part. Charles comes back and thinks this is a great response. Because if we get rid of people like that, then we get people like you, which I'm not going to lie, I've probably been a little bit of an asshole since I've been here, but I choose violence every day. I work with children. What do you expect?
That made no sense of what he was saying.
He said that, and I said, okay, so we'd rather have a lot of people who have no idea what they're doing rather than people who do? And he says, yep, because that's a clear advantage to me.
All right, listen. Let me just make a point here. A good fantasy player looks for every competitive advantage. Good.
Yeah. The best advantage you can have is if your opponents don't know how to set their lineup.
I want to be in a league.
Yes, that makes complete sense. Oh man.
Hey guys, the more idiots, the better for me. All right.
Yeah. So, Cam, you said earlier that all of a sudden this rule was made where we got to have 13, which would be the majority because we have 24 people total in the league.
But never, ever has that been a thing ever on any vote ever in the history of the league.
Yeah. So that
but it just so happens no, you need 13 votes. I don't know. It just kind of seems like it's what benefits, Patrick.
Yeah. So that brings us, that's a perfect segue into our next topic. Is Patrick the new Hitler?
Oh, no.
Is he?
Oh,
I don't know, not necessarily, but I don't know, maybe from like a fantasy football commissioner standpoint. Possibility.
I mean, I don't think he's going to kill any of us, but I mean, some of these decisions that are just randomly made, like that one today.
Like, he said for a second there where we need 13 votes. Because we're going to a new platform. I don't know what mandates what needs the majority of the votes. We never have, where a vote needs to be one over. I mean, I don't know. One over the majority number. That's just, I don't know. Just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then earlier in the season with the BP picks getting in and then letting it happen, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. And then there was something recently that happened that was happening earlier in the chat, like maybe like a week ago.
Was it the stadium thing?
Yes. Wait, was it?
No, I think it was the trade.
It wasn't that.
Oh, was it the trade?
Oh
God. That's not on our list of topics. But
let's just skip over that.
Should we though? I kind of want to throw some more shade.
Let's just keep it moving, please.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to add before we get into the more football-related stuff?
Let's please get into the football-related stuff.
All right, let's get to the football-related stuff.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is me and Peyton have compiled notes on some things that we're going to look at kind of to preview the season. We've got our MVPs for offense and defense in the fantasy league. Our best offensive and defensive teams, the most overrated team, most underrated team, and some predictions. Again, since we're just better at everything, this section is going to be better than our parent podcast predictions section, just because we're cool like that. Cam doesn't have any notes. I'm sure he'll be able to think on the top of his head, even though he's never shown that he could when he's teaching the class. But let's get into it. So, first up is our MVP predictions. I guess I'll start with offense and then do defense.
Yeah.
All right, Peyton, you going first or me?
Yeah, I'll go first. All right. My MVP offense. You know, I didn't want to pick an obvious pick like Christian McCaffrey.
Of course you did.
It's still a pretty obvious pick, but I am going to go with Alvin Kamara. And here's why. So, Drew Brees out of there. You know, now they got James. The 2019 stats for the Buccaneers when Jameis Winston was a quarterback. He targeted a running back on 18% of plays. And Alvin, you know, is a receiving monster. So I just feel like Alvin's going to be getting a ton of targets. He's going to be rushing more with maybe they're not trying to throw the ball as much without Drew Brees. And I think that he's going to get a ton of targets, ton of rushes. The only downside I can see possibly happen is Latavius Murray taking away carries. But other than that, I think he could have a huge year.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and do defense as well, or let's do offense?
Yeah, no, everybody do offense and I'll do defense.
Okay, so mine, one is very obvious, and then one is out there, but they are both on the same team. Can anybody guess what team?
I'm going to say one is CMC, and then the other one, I don't even know. Peyton, you guess.
I'm just going to guess maybe they're on the Chiefs.
Cam, you were halfway right. So I kind of have two, and I'm going to talk about them both. I think that the safer pick would be obviously CMC because it's CMC. He can do everything. I mean, there was a stat where I saw when he played like 19 games in the last 2 seasons, he still scored more than half the other running backs in the league in those 19 games just because he's that good. I mean, he does everything. He runs great. He catches great. He's involved in every facet of the game. And I think that he's going to be a really good piece for Sam Darnold. Also, talking about Sam Darnold, he's not my pick for MVP, but one of his teammates now, who used to be his former teammate, and this is kind of a shot in the dark, not a shot in the dark, but a dark horse pick, Robbie Anderson, I think could have a chance to be
the fantasy MVP. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Wow, that is out there.
This is a guy who they were on the Jets together. This was obviously his biggest target there, and he got the most targets while they were there together. And, you know, Sam obviously sucked because he had his own issues, but Robbie, he did pretty good while he was there. And then now you're getting Sam Darnold, who we really don't know how he's going to be. We're kind of expecting him to be a lot better just because, one, he's getting away from Adam Gase, and two, he's got Robbie Anderson, he's got CMC, he's got DJ Moore, he's got Dan Arnold, if we want to count
And that's
him.
the thing about Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson. They're kind of similar to the stack that is Zach Wilson and Corey Davis. I just want to put that out there, ladies and gentlemen.
The stack.
Value it. That's the thing about our league.
If you have any more fantasy leagues that you're a part of, and you're not valuing the stack of any team, it can be Derek Carr and Henry Ruggs. It can be anybody. Value the stack over everything. Yes, value the stack over everything.
I'm telling you, here's the thing. Let's say, for instance, you got Zach Wilson, right? And Mike Evans on your fantasy team.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do is, okay, you want to trade him as a top 10 guy, all right, for maybe the 40th best receiver, straight up. That's the thing. Because, here's the thing. Corey Davis and Zach Wilson are on the same team, so you got to value that stack. You got to bring it in, and I'm telling you, it's going to lead to the promised land.
It almost makes as much sense as trading Devontae Adams for, what's his face?
David Montgomery.
David Montgomery.
We had to bring that up.
It almost makes. That's probably something that we're going to bring up weekly, to be honest. But yeah, in all seriousness, I do think Robbie Anderson could be an MVP, not like NFL MVP, but an MVP in this league because I think he's going to be wide receiver.
Outrageous, honestly.
That's fine, but I think he's going to be wide receiver one.
I hope he does good though
in this offense. Personally.
All right,
Cam, you're up.
All right, so my best offensive player, fantasy wise, I'm a little biased as well, but it's none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Christian McCaffrey. All right.
Racist.
Going back to 2019, that dude, I've never seen anything like it. The man almost averaged 50 freaking points a game and played every. I swear there was never a game he had less than 40. I don't know what's so funny.
I remember BP's tagline in the house we were in. God, we just got to get him out. That usage, he's going to get hurt.
Wait, what? He said to trade him?
That. He said that. No, not trade him. He said we got to get him out of the game because we never subbed him out.
Oh.
In 2019.
Dude, I swear we didn't.
Oh, man.
And that's what I'm
really
saying.
Didn't.
When he was healthy, dude, and even last year, the 2 games he played, he put up 40 and 45. He's not slowing down. I'm telling you, that man is hungry. Yeah. He's coming for that offensive fantasy MVP, in my opinion. And hopefully Derrick Henry is number 2. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we going on to next? Defensive?
Move into defensive MVP.
All right. I'll start off with mine. So for my defensive MVP, speaking of BP, we're going to show his team a little love.
Oh.
All right. I think he had an amazing playoff run last year. And in the regular season, he was amazing too. The way the Bucs use him to blitz the quarterback and cover people out of the backfield, he just is a tackle monster, gets sacks every once in a while. For example, week 7 against the Raiders, he had 3 sacks. Week 15 against the Falcons, he had 3 sacks. If he plays like that this year, consistently getting those tackles, sacks every once in a while, he is going to be a force. And I really think he could be the defensive MVP.
All righty. So for mine, I got a youngin in there. Where is he? There he is. I have chosen Patrick Queen as mine.
Ooh.
I really think that Patrick Queen is going to be amazing. I'm trying to find his stats. Not 2021. No. Oh, career. Here we go. Okay. This guy who had...
Billy just said something in the group chat. When did we agree on 6?
We agreed on 6 last night.
Oh
anyway.
my God.
Okay.
Okay, we might be getting Billy Ray in here. Ladies and gentlemen.
He might just join. But this is I think Patrick Queen is a really good young guy. I mean, last year he had a pretty good year for a rookie. He had 66 tackles, 9 tackles for loss. 40 assists. I guess that's what A stands for, is assist.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 fumble recoveries, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pick and 3 sacks. I mean, obviously he didn't have 3 sacks in one game like Devin White, but I think this is a guy who can really blow up, especially in this Ravens defense, where I feel like they kind of rely on the linebackers to do a lot. And I think he could be around the field a lot.
Billy Ray getting the attitude. Oh, so we scheduled this when I was asleep. All right.
Oh, my God. Okay, Cam, who's your defensive player?
For me, it's going to be... Okay. Peyton, you're killing me.
For people who don't know right now, we're texting Billy Ray, who's supposed to be here with us, and he didn't realize we decided to record this at 6.
And apparently he was asleep when we made the decision.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of attitude with us, but it'll be all right.
So
all right, go ahead.
My defensive fantasy MVP, which is my offensive MVP, is on Billy Ray's team on Detroit Bad Boys, and my defensive MVP is also on his team, Darius Leonard. The past 2 years, the dude has been a wrecking ball, literally. In 2019, he averaged 41 points. 2020, 38. He's a linebacker. I would say linebacker. Yeah, literally. He's a linebacker, and defensively, they're going to get the most points. That's where a lot of the tackles come from. And I would say just in these past years alone, he hasn't shown any signs of, slowing down. He's going to get you points, and he's going to get you a lot of points. So he's going to be my defensive MVP.
Nice. All right. Well, that's going to move us into our best offensive and defensive teams in the league. So in NFL, not the National Football League, but the
in the NFL. In the NFL.
And the LCC.
In the LCC. I'm a little tipsy right now, so yeah. Go ahead, Peyton. Best offensive team, go.
My best offensive team. I was in between 2 teams. The first team was the Slapdicks, which I wasn't sure.
That's your best offensive team?
Look at his offense, bro.
like top players at the position. But I think one other team beat them out, and that was the Hunter of Champions.
Dude, yep. I'm gonna totally agree with that, honestly.
I mean, Pat Mahomes, Najee, unstoppable. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Pat
Mahomes and Devontae Adams are both number one at their freaking position.
And then you also have two great running backs. I mean, David Montgomery last year, the last 5 games averaged 43 points, which is just insane, actually. So
and it's funny that we were just crapping on Big Hoss about that, and that's the guy who we got, and then he let him go.
Yep. Gosh. But the thing is, last year, you don't trade Devontae Adams for David.
That's what I'm saying. He's the best receiver in the game.
I don't care about the last 6 weeks of the season. Like, yeah, he produced, and I don't care if they were bad teams. You know, you still got to produce against those teams. But you had Devontae Adams, who was getting you 20-plus a game. Like, you cannot give that up.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, if it was me, it wouldn't have even been a discussion.
I will say, though, in favor of him, it did actually end up kind of working out because David when the trade was made, it was definitely not. It did not look like it was going to be that good.
So really, in the end, he kind of looked like a genius, if you think about it.
He did, but we can't give him credit.
Do we want to give that much credit at all?
Exactly.
All right.
So are we all in agreement on best offensive team?
Dude, that is my okay, I guess just me.
So mine were between Hunter Champions and one more team, and I see the argument for Slapdicks, and I might give you a little preview, talk about him a little bit later. But mine, I got to go with Give Me More. I love Hunter Champions, and I think that he is a very close second. It could easily be first, but for me personally, Josh Allen is insane. I mean, so is Pat Mahomes, but Josh Allen's insane. The only piece that I like about him a little bit more is that he's got the legs, and he produces running.
I don't trust Joe Mixon on his
Not
team.
at all.
I disagree with you both there.
Last year, he had a game where he put up 74. Other than that, he was in the 20s. 2019, I remember him because he was on my championship team. He was inconsistent as heck. So
I think that if Joe Mixon can stay healthy this year, that he could have a big year, especially with Burrow just coming back from injury. I think he's going to be a little scared, especially at first, so he's going to be looking for dump-offs a lot. I also really like Trey Sermon. He's just got to win that starting role. And I feel like once he wins it, he's going to be pretty set there because he's exactly the type of running back they need in their offense. He's got, the ability to be agile and move around, like they have every other player. And then that brings me to the wide receivers. Brandon Iuke last year, I mean, he wasn't crazy, but I think this year, if he could be healthy, he's questionable right now. I know just news came out, I think today on him.
He's not even in the starting lineup. Oh, he's hurt. Okay.
Yeah, but if he could get healthy and stay there, he's an explosive guy. Jamar Chase, if he can get past the drops, I think
Jamar Chase is on my team now. So
yeah. Never mind. Scratch our Jamar Chase. But then you got Terry McLaurin, who's got Ryan a good an old.
I just want to point out the guy that Terry McLaurin was the guy that BP picked up in the waiver wire a couple years ago over Stephon Diggs. Because Stephon Diggs was on his team the year before, so he didn't want to take the better guy since he was already on his team. So I just
I think we need to welcome in someone real quick.
I think he made a smart decision.
Billy Ray! Let's go!
Howdy.
A little late, but worth the wait.
Okay. So Billy Ray,
that's the way of Billy Ray Lowry.
We are in the middle of giving our who we think the best offensive team in the LCC is. But first, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are.
What team do you play for, Billy Ray?
I play for the Spurs. I'm a 2-time back-to-back.
Oh my God!
Anyone that questions me shall hear my opinions.
For anyone who doesn't know, he's trying to be me. I am the Spurs. I am back-to-back champs. But yeah, not to toot my own horn.
Yeah.
I didn't know you won the championship 2 years ago.
Here's the thing. This was literally like talking about Cam winning back-to-back championships was literally in our podcast notes, and we took it out because it was just a joke. And of course, it somehow comes up.
And the funny thing is, I'm not even the one that brought it up.
Oh man,
but yeah. So good. Talk about your greatness.
But the very beautiful voice that you hear is Billy Ray Lowry. He is the owner of the Detroit. Sorry, Billy Ray Lowry III. He is the owner of the Detroit Bad Boys, even though Detroit is shit.
I want to say Billy Ray is also known as BRL 3, BRL 325, or also or Blades.
All right.
He is also known as BR, as in Bleacher Report.
Only to Zach.
Only to me.
Only to Zach. Zach, that's his special thing.
Billy Ray, I don't know if you are prepared to do this right now, but do you want to give us your best offensive team in the LCC?
I'm gonna, without even looking, I'm gonna just guess Hunter right now.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude! That's what Peyton just said.
Yeah, without even looking, because he's got Pat Mahomes, he's got Najee
and Devontae freaking Adams and Najee Harris.
Yeah,
it's insane.
All right.
But hold on, before we go on, Billy Ray, I just want to say before this we did best offensive MVP and best defensive MVP, and both the offensive and defensive MVPs that I gave are both on your team. Can you guess who they are?
Pretty sure I have a pretty good idea.
Not hard. It's not hard to guess.
It's Leighton Vander Esch and
Leighton Vander Esch, yeah, that's the defensive MVP. Who's the offensive?
Dylan, running back.
Yeah.
Those are the MVPs I gave you.
All right, are we ready for defensive team?
Yes.
All right.
Wait. Let's get the order. Cam, do you still want to go last?
I can go second to last.
Okay, so it'll be Peyton, me, Cam, Billy Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Peyton.
All right, my best defensive team goes to none other than Burrow's body count.
What? I didn't think I'd win anything. I mean, the core you have of Jelly Versa, Jeremy Chin, Jabril Peppers, and Justin Simmons, like loaded with young talent. And then off the bench, Hassan Reddick could go off. Like, I don't know how he's going to be this year, but he could be really good. Nick Bolton, if he ends up starting, steal. And I just think, like, you're so deep at defense, like BBC deep. I just really think you could – that's just the best defense by far.
I got that.
All right, Zach.
Alrighty. Sorry, my AirPods are already dying.
Nice.
Yeah, love that. Okay, so mine, I am actually going with another person in our division, which is Detroit Bad Boys, which would be Billy Ray. I just really like J.J. Watt. I think that getting in Arizona and having that fresh start is going to be good for him. And they also obviously just lost Reddick, so they kind of need to replace that role. And hopefully if J.J. Watt can stay healthy, I feel like that's what a lot of mine are, is if people can stay healthy. But if he can stay healthy, I think he'll be really good. Obviously, Darius Leonard. Leighton, before his injury problems, has been really good. I know the Rams running back room is kind of crowded, but I know when Ernest got drafted, people were really high on him. I'm not sure how that's working out now, but still, just with Darius Leonard, I think that's good enough. And then his safety. Do what?
Ernest Jones, he has a green lightning bolt on his helmet now, so he's calling defense.
Yeah. And then, obviously, his safeties, Chuck Clark, Minka Fitzpatrick, Micah Hyde, they're all good. They're all going to be solid. They're going to score every week and do what they need to do. So I think that he's got the best defensive team, in my opinion.
All right, Cam?
Honestly, I feel kind of lame because I just keep picking the same answers. But Billy Ray.
Oh, my gosh.
Best defensive team. When you look at he has pretty good depth, too. He has J.J. Watt. I don't know about J.J. Watt necessarily. He's old, fragile, not the same as he used to be. I love Leighton Vander Esch. He was on my team. He had to be traded, unfortunately. But, it worked out for me. You guys know I ended up winning that year. But anyway.
Love that.
Minka Fitzpatrick, he's young. He's good. He's going to get you 30 points a week. Like Chuck Clark, Darius Leonard, the defensive MVP, obviously, and then I really like Cameron Hayward. We got a really solid D end there. You're not really going to have to worry about streaming anybody. But yeah, Billy Ray's team, I'm very high on it, and that is my defensive squad.
All right, Daddy.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it's not me. The best defense, I actually have a surprise. It's John Nugent.
Oh,
Hey,
The real
Blake
Daddy.
Stud, linebacker. Landon Collins, stud. Micah Kaiser has the possibility of being a stud once again.
Wait,
I'm just
is he
gonna
really
time out real
agreed?
quick. Micah Kaiser was released by the Rams. So
That's true.
What?
He's a
Yep,
free
he
agent.
was.
Today?
I don't know. He was released, and so was his safety, Gerald
Damn.
Wilson.
That's good news for Aaron Jones then. Anyways.
Okay.
Could be good this year as a rookie. And Cameron Jordan his depth for D end that's just cake.
Billy Ray, I'm gonna have to strongly disagree with you here. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I really do like Blake Martinez, obviously, because when he's healthy, he leads the league.
How
in
old is
tackles.
Landon Collins now? Okay.
Quiddy Pay, I really like because he's young, he's a rookie. I think he should be starting for basically right away, maybe week 2 or 3, because who else they have there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody else I kind of hate,
Are you
and
keeping,
two of them are free agents. So
Zach?
what?
Are you keeping Jeremy Chin at linebacker?
Yes, I am. The plan was to draft Zach Cunningham, move Chin to safety, but
Well, that didn't work
obviously Eddie's dumbass, who I hate, had to draft him ahead of me.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking about the same
I
man.
can't wait.
We're talking about the same man who drafted J.C. Horn.
The same man who drafted Deshaun Watson is a starting
that wasn't
quarterback right
terrible.
now.
No, he.
No, that-
His quarterback,
no.
He's got Jameis.
Yeah, that one's okay, but
he's eating dubs in the LCC, all right?
He's eating them.
I'm not
He's
gonna
gonna eat a
lie.
lot of
I got Deshaun in a really deep league. I got him as like a backup just in case to see if it works out. Probably won't, but
It's not.
all right. Well, with that, let's move into our most overrated team. Who we think is the most overrated in this league?
Oh man, I'm about to burn the house down. I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
Me.
All right? My most overrated team is the Detroit Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you why.
What?
Thank you.
Listen, I know he has 2 of the biggest possible scorers in Christian McCaffrey and
Okay.
Darius Leonard. But here's the problem. His receivers, I am not fans of at all. I don't trust
His receivers are terrible.
You are fans of OBJ.
His DBs have the potential to be either boom or bust, I feel like they have their big weeks, but they also have weeks where they
yeah.
suck. And that scares me about it. And then I don't like Van Der Esch at all. Smith,
I like
there's not many tackles I feel like available there for Van Der Esch. I don't even know if he's projected to start. I gotta look at that. I'll look it up, but I just don't think his depth is going to be enough for him. Like Christian McCaffrey and Darius Leonard can probably carry him to the playoffs, but I feel like once we get to like there, if he has any kind of injuries, I feel like he's screwed.
Okay. All
I
right.
agree completely. I feel like everybody's trying to jinx me at this point, so I agree.
I mean, I don't know how I feel. It's tough because in one of our things we're doing after these two, I have you there, which you'll see. But I do see. I kind of agree with everything Peyton said. I might have to change my opinion, but I am going with BP. Beg for G-Rag.
Most overrated?
Hey, he won the division.
He won the division, ladies
He
and
did
gentlemen.
win the division.
BP won the division in 2020. All right?
He did. Don't let anybody tell you any different. But no, I mean, like, he's got good pieces, and I feel like overall his team looks pretty decent. But then I feel like just when you dive into it a little bit more, it's like Kirk Cousins, he scares me. He's got his two receivers, but I don't know. I've never liked him in fantasy. He's had weeks, I feel like, where he goes off and weeks where he's just like, are you about to die or something? You know, that kind of feeling. Dalvin's obviously going to be great. I don't know what the hell he was thinking at Chuba. I mean, yeah, if CMC gets hurt, but I mean,
wait, who got Chuba?
Like, yeah,
BP.
I feel like you can't count on
Royce
people
Freeman
get hurt.
They also just Royce Freeman today.
Yeah.
Who? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
The Panthers signed Royce Freeman today.
Did they
We
really?
also signed Michael Jordan
I knew they
yesterday.
signed Michael Jordan. I didn't know we got Royce Freeman. Oh, that just happened. That's why I haven't seen it. Royce Freeman happened an hour ago.
Nelson Aguilar, I hate. I don't think he's, even with Mac Jones at the starter, I don't think he's the number one receiver on that core. I think it's Jacoby Myers.
Nelson,
And honestly, I don't think he's
honestly.
number two. I think Jonnu Smith is number two there, personally. Cooper Kupp, I am excited about him. I think he's going to do good than that.
I think he's going to have a
Mike
big year.
Gesicki.
That was a steep to it. He fell to him in the waiver wire.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
Mike Gesicki, we'll see. I mean, he's been okay. He hasn't really shown he can be great. He is a tight end, but still. I mean, I remember when he got drafted, people were talking about him as being one of the top in the league, and he hasn't really shown it yet. And he's had Ryan Fitzpatrick there for 1 year, and then I don't really want to count last year. He's had Tua for less than half the year. But he's got Tua this year, so I guess we can see. And really, the only person that I really love on this defense is Devin White. Nobody else I love. Because we all know.
I love Devin White.
Devin White is the face of the LCC. I just want to point that out there.
For now.
Who do you love, Peyton?
Logan Ryan. Third round.
Yeah.
Late third round pick. I feel that was pretty good.
Here's the thing. I don't even know why he has two cornerbacks on his team. We know cornerbacks don't score anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Cornerbacks are useless in this league.
Yep.
Look, Pat, I hope you're listening to this. Cornerback lives matter. Do you understand me?
They matter.
Cornerback lives matter.
Hey, we just had our first white NFL player that's playing the cornerback today. He just came, or who was it actually?
Really, there wasn't a white corner in the entire league starting?
There hasn't been for like 15 years, but now
What the freak?
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, cornerbacks do matter because Malcolm Butler, God rest his soul, he just retired. He was like averaging 40 points for me last year, like as a cornerback.
God rest his
If you want to be blown away, go look at Marlon Humphrey's stats. They are disgusting.
All right. Oh, man. Cam, most overrated. Go.
Most overrated, I'm going to go with myself.
Yeah, you do
honestly
suck this year. You're shit this year.
Who's overrating you?
I'm just saying as like a third, or not as a third, like as a back-to-back champ, you know. They're always going to be overrated because, you know, there's no one's going to pull off a three-peat. It's not going to happen.
Here goes the jinx.
Yep, here it is.
But
pull up 3 until you do it this year.
okay, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna miss the trophy. That's for sure. I'm gonna miss
King Henry on your team.
what?
You have King Henry and the GOAT. You have the King and the GOAT.
But here's the thing, Tom. He's old. I mean, one of these freaking years he's gonna start sucking. The man's 44. Derrick Henry. I mean, no one does that back-to-back years. Is what I'm thinking. I don't see how there's going to be any progression there. Chris Godwin, who's going to be sharing the rock in Tampa Bay. Dante Fowler, I mean, I mean, my other DN, Emmanuel Ogba, I feel like my backups-wise, I'm not very deep. Joe Stobert, I really liked before he got traded to Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that's going to work out. And then I'm going to be honest, I do like Jesse Bates. But I don't know. I just don't. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I don't feel like I usually like my team that much after a draft anyway, just because, I don't know, I'm just very. I criticize, you know, my team a lot, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit overrated, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I'd be 100%.
Here's what I'm going to say, and I think that this needs to be put on the damn 10 Commandments tablets. The Spurs will win the championship for 3 years in a row. It's going to happen.
Okay.
There's a reason that trophy has stayed in the same spot for 2 years.
And it's going to be staying there.
Don't try to jinx me.
Go in and get it done again. Go ahead and get it done.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and get
God.
the nameplate. Go ahead. You can go ahead and do it.
Give you the trophy again.
Here it is, folks. The Hall of Famer in myself. They have to jinx me for me not to win a third championship. That's how good the dynasty is.
We're just undoing your self jinx.
You can't undo the self jinx. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen.
Oh man!
But
All right,
in
Billy.
all reality here, Derrick Henry is probably going to regress, and Tom Brady, well, he's going to find out that Cameron has him on his team, and he's going to start sucking. So let's be honest here.
It's gonna be like Aaron Rodgers is gonna be like going the hell off, and I'm just gonna be like in the corner like, hello darkness, my old friend.
Hey, trash cam. I'll give you a 6 for Rodgers.
Oh God, don't even get me started. The stack, baby, the stack will take me to the goddamn promised land. I'm gonna be there. Zach Wilson, Corey Davis. God!
All right, Billy Ray, your most overrated team.
Jesus Christ. I don't have an overrated right now, but I have an underrated.
All right, well, we're
Hold
about to
that
get
thought.
to that. Yeah,
All
hold
right.
that thought. Peyton?
All right, my most underrated team. I feel like if I remember correctly, on the podcast they said team, and I feel like it's really not bad at all. It could even be pretty good, and that's what I'm going to go with, the hash-slinging slashers. All right.
Oh, okay.
I thought about him.
So the biggest problem with this team, I would say, is running back. But with Fournette, he kind of took off last year at the end in the playoffs. He even had an amazing run. And then Daryl
Dude,
Henderson
this is a low-key team, dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not bad at all. I mean, he's got Lamar, Justin Jefferson, Curtis Samuel could possibly be good. We don't know.
I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence
bad.
isn't bad either at the end.
Yeah. And then he's got Fred Warner, who's good. And he's got Jock, who could end up being good. I don't know.
Jock.
Really with the brand.
Go ahead.
Why
say
do
his
they
name.
hate this
No, say his
team?
name.
What?
That's his
Say his
name,
name.
Jock. And then Kevin
No,
Byard
say
is
his
a
full
beast.
name.
Cameron Curl, I don't know how he'll do with Landon Collins back. He's still starting. But his end of the year, Cameron Curl was insane as far as points. I mean, so if Cameron Curl's good, he's pretty good. Like, playoff team possibly.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't like that team. I mean, Lamar at quarterback. I mean, Justin Jefferson. There's potential there. He's really young. Fred Warner, Kevin Byard. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty low-key team. I mean, I don't think it's not bad at all.
All right. So for my most underrated team, and I really, really, really do not want to say this because I hate giving this person any credit at all, considering that he's costed us so much so far. He cost us drafting at the Panther Stadium.
And then
He
possibly
also
Discord.
Possibly cost us Discord. But for the most underrated team, I have got to give it to Austin and the Slapdicks.
I agree. It's pretty.
That hurt. That hurt
I
to
think
say.
it's a pretty good team.
But I mean, you've got Justin Herbert, who last year was a rookie. He didn't start, but when he started playing, he was he didn't start the season starting. But when he started, that makes zero sense what I just said. But it's okay. You understand what I'm saying. When he played really good for a rookie, especially. Sadly, I would say better than Joe Burrow, but Burrow did get hurt too. But I mean, he's also got a lot of weapons there. He's got Keenan Allen. He had Hunter Henry, who's gone now. He's got Mike Williams, who is a big, tall guy. Did they draft another receiver this year, or am I crazy?
I think
Yeah,
I think I might be crazy. Okay, but he's also got Austin Eckler coming back, who can receive out of the backfield. Myles Gaskin, I really like. I know last year he was hurt a good bit, but I think that he could have a really good year this year. Javonte, he's a weird one just because he's got Melvin Gordon there, but I think that he's eventually going to win out the starting position at the end of, or during the year. Calvin Ridley, he's wide receiver 1 now in Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, I think, could be decent, especially when Justin. I don't know about when Justin starts because he's going to run a lot. But I feel like Darnell could be a good wide receiver too there. Chris Jones, he's always pretty decent, but I do like Darius Smith a good bit. Trey in Cincinnati, I think is going to be good because that D line honestly is really good because they've got Trey Hendrickson, they've got DJ Reader at DT, and also Larry Ojebenuji, whatever, however you say that, and then they also got Sam Hubbard. That's going to be a pretty good D line. Eric Wilson is going to be great, and then of course Budda Baker.
I love him.
So,
I do have to say, I don't know if I agree with you that Eric Wilson will be great. That's my problem with his team is his linebackers. Because with Christian
I don't think Eric Wilson will be good.
Houston is with Zach Cunningham, which is probably going to take most tackles. And then Eric Wilson and Alex Singleton are both like starting. And I know tackling. So I'm not convinced that Eric Wilson will be great, but you never know.
Well, I don't think he's going to be great, but I think he's going to be good enough. But even the thing is, he's got on his defense, he's got defensive ends I feel like can score. I know Trey Hendrickson can get in the backfield. Darius can get there. Chris Jones, he's always been a monster. It didn't look like he. Are these points right here projected, or are these last year's?
Last year's.
Okay, so I mean, he didn't score a lot of points last year, but he's always causing trouble. And if he can just get there for more sacks, I think that obviously that's going to pay off. And then obviously Budda Baker. I mean, I think he's the number one safety in football.
100%. 100%.
Above Jamal. And I love Jamal, but yeah.
All right, Cam.
All right. So for me, my most underrated team, Zach, what was your record last year?
7-8.
7 in this league?
I think so.
7-8.
That makes no sense.
Hold on,
Wait,
keep talking
or was
about
it-
it. I'll tell you in a second.
Anyway,
Yeah, go look on
Zach,
Twitter.
he didn't have the best rookie season last year. You know, it was his first year. He was getting used to the league. But I would say this year,
6-6.
like 6-6.
6 and
Okay, so
6.
he just missed
Why
the
did I
playoffs.
think 7? Okay.
He just missed the playoffs. Anyway, it was just a mediocre, not great. But I feel like this year he really improved his team. Like Peyton said earlier, that best defensive team, his award went to Zach, and I agree. It's up there with one of the best defenses in the league. I love Jeremy Chin, Hassan Reddick, both Panthers. Adds a little bit of, sexiness to the team. Justin Simmons, great. Jabril, all these guys averaging 30+. Joe Burrow, I mean, did he get hurt last year or no?
Yeah, he did.
Joe, yes.
I think he's going to bounce back this year. James Conner, I mean, that's the only one I don't really know about. But, you're struggling there at running back. That's the only scary thing. If you can get a running back, dude, I'm telling you, this team's going to pop off. DK, I really like. You got him in the first round, right?
DK, yes. Yeah.
I think DK is going to be really good. I just think this team has so much potential. Very underrated. Not really talked about a lot. And I think this is going to be a bounce back year.
Going back to my running backs, I want to bring back this point of people who don't participate and are active in the league. If you would respond to trades, then maybe I can get a running back. Talk to Mr. Jordan Floyd. Respond. It's not hard.
It's really not
Carry
hard,
on.
people.
Anyway, carry on, Billy Ray.
All right, so for my most underrated team, I feel like it's a team that no one's really talking about. All right, this team is a good team. It's been historically a great team. It's coming out of the Conference B, the Central Division. This team is a two-time.
He's trying to reverse the freaking jinx.
His name is Cody.
Oh!
Oh!
Damn, get on.
I just got shit on. Cody, this is about you, baby, not about me. All right?
Wow.
Two-time champ.
Listen to this roster, all right? Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Saquon Barkley at running back. Mike Evans at wide receiver. DJ Moore at wide receiver. TJ Watt at defensive end. Linebackers could use some work. Kenneth Murray
Yeah.
I
pop
like
off.
Kenneth.
Troy Reader could pop off.
John, this is why I hate you.
And then Derwin That safety to complete it off, and Travis Etienne for the next year. He's set for this year and beyond.
I just love that the dumbest trade, arguably, in this league's history happened to happen to the guy, like, beats up the guy that I'm in a division with.
Let me
and
make
just
this
stacks his
comment,
team
though,
even
real
more.
quick. About Cody's team. The biggest bust of the season is on his team. Should I go ahead and just say it? The biggest bust. Saquon. I just don't believe in Saquon at all.
Oh.
I hate Saquon
that first
this year.
Monday night game against the Steelers, he had 15 rushes for 6 yards. Like, he's like, their offensive line was nothing. Like, I just don't think he has a good offensive line. Like, obviously he's a beast. Like, I love Saquon, but that offensive line and Daniel Jones just sucking, it doesn't help.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Saquon at all.
Well, you've got that, and then his backup, which, I mean, I guess was going to be Etienne, who I feel like was going to be pretty good. How he's gone. Melvin Gordon as his backup, I don't love, because like I said earlier, I think Javonte is going to eventually win out the starting position. But I feel like with those two, you've really got to get both to get any kind of production from them, because it's always going to be 50-50, and who's going to get those red zone shares and all that stuff. So, all right, well, I guess this is bringing us to our...
Wait, was Billy done talking?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
What's the time right now? We good?
We're at it. Yeah, we're good. I don't mind going a little over an hour.
Yeah, and with this hour is including the earlier stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're really at like 40 or 50-ish. Anyway. All right, next up is our LCC Bowl predictions. Who do we think is going to be in the championship game? And I guess who's going to be our champion?
I think it's... Can I just go ahead and start off? Okay.
No,
yeah, okay.
No.
I am up. So you shut your mouth.
Shut it!
I just love my matchup.
Okay. Here's
Can't wait
my
to get to it.
matchup. I don't care what anyone says. All right. This is my matchup. Leviton. All right. Versus. I hate to do this. Me. All right. That's just my. I'm just gonna say it.
asshole.
Of course. Peyton giving himself the
Hold on a second.
conference champion.
Hold on a second. When have I ever bet on myself? I actually really believe in my team this year. I feel like I'm making some trades to even give me some depth and be ready for the season. But I feel like for me, I just my line. I feel like I believe in Marlon Humphrey, and then I just got Justin Reed, which I think is going to be really good. Aaron Jones, I feel like he's going to have a big year. But CD was good when Dak was playing, so hopefully he'll be back to that form. And then with Levitard, I just feel like his team is pretty good all around. I mean, he's got Stafford, who I think is going to go off this year.
Can we just talk about how much we love Alec?
Cameron,
like in the group
stop.
chat? Love you,
All right, so
Alex.
anyway,
You're a great guy.
Anyway, Stafford, I think, is going to be possibly top 5 quarterback. I just feel like with McVay and those weapons, he's going to go off. And then Antonio Gibson, I think, is going to be a beast this year. He's actually got a semi-confident quarterback in Ryan Fitzpatrick. And near the end of the year, he had some huge games. I just feel like he could be a beast. Julio is obviously going to be Julio and a new offense, but I think he'll still have some great games. He's got his defensive ends are a little weak, I feel like, but Daniel Hunter coming back from injury could be really good. And I think Miles Jack is going to be amazing with Joe Schobert gone. He's going to be taking all those tackles.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to really carry that team. And then Alexander Johnson was pretty good for him last year. And I think Harrison Smith is obviously he's usually 30-point range. So I feel like he just overall has a really good team. And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Levitard Lobos versus Abusement Park.
Yeah. I love
So who's gonna win?
Alex's team. Yeah, who's gonna win?
I'm gonna myself. You know what? I'm betting on myself.
Wow.
You're a piece of shit.
I think that's podcast history right there.
Why not?
Yeah, honestly.
So yeah, Levitard. First of all, as Cam was saying earlier, I just feel like this needed to be kind of a separate thing. Alex, if you're listening, which I hope you are, I hope you are.
We do.
Not only do you just say amazing things in the chat and usually agree with us, you're also just a cutie pie. So we love you.
I love how every time, because we don't complain about things that are just pointless.
Yep.
Like, there's a reason GroupMe is awful. Discord is great. I just want to point that out there.
The trade that happened was shit.
And Alex defended us on Discord.
Cody, Pat, if you're listening to this, you know it. But whatever. I forgot.
Defended us on Discord. Yeah. He called out John's bullcrap. We love him. We love you, Alex.
Zach, can we get your matchup?
Yes. So my matchup they are both different than yours. Mine is going to be Hunter of Champions versus Give Me More. So Hunter of Champions, obviously we talked about Pat Mahomes, Najee Harris, David Montgomery, who had those games last year. I think that he's probably going to have a good year again. Devontae Adams, everybody on his defense is going to be pretty good, whoever he starts. And then you go to Give Me More. Where is this team at? I'm scrolling. Went the wrong way. Give Me More.
Can I just make a comment about Hunter of Champions real quick?
Yeah.
While I know his offense is amazing, I just hate his defense with a passion.
I don't mind it.
You suck,
Not
Hunter.
one player I like. Not okay. Yeah, that's definitely what I said. I just don't like his defense.
Wait a minute. Breaking news. Peyton Dunn hates Hunter.
Wow. The headline news of the LCC.
Peyton Dunn wants Hunter to get hit by a bus?
Oh my God. I mean, Peyton said it, not Zach.
Yeah, he said it. I heard.
Oh, dear Lord.
But
he's a murderer.
I think it's gonna be Hunter.
Right. Sorry.
I think it's going to be Hunter with all those pieces, especially on offense, and then versus Give Me More, who again I feel has a great offense. He's got Josh Allen. He's got Joe Mixon.
Can I just say this? Give the man more. Give him more. All right.
I don't understand why you keep interrupting me. He's got Josh Allen. He's got Joe Mixon, who I love. He also has Jamar Chase, who has been traded to Amusement Park, but hasn't been pushed through yet for some reason. But there's other wide receivers that he actually does have. We got Terry McLaurin, who I love. Brandon Iuke. Myles Garrett. Jamin Davis, who I think is going to be really good. Patrick Queen. I don't love his safeties, but I think they are going to be good enough to get him through. And winning, I'm going to say Give Me More. Who is, unless I'm, again, crazy or drunk, I believe he was my ex division mate.
Yes, he was.
That's what I thought. I always get him and Daquan's team mixed up for some reason. I don't know why.
That's racist.
Peyton.
Getting all sassy. Could you please put my trades through? Please and thank you.
I'm sassy.
Can you stop?
Pat, can you please put the trade through? Because we're trying to do a podcast right now, and it's really confusing to have Jamar Chase on the wrong team.
Basically.
All right. Cam, go.
All right. So, this Little Critter Bowl matchup was a former Little Critter Bowl matchup. Can anyone guess what I'm going to say?
No.
Really? No one can guess. I feel like it's not that hard. No, not me and Daquan. It is the matchup of 2018.
Oh, shit.
Steel Curtain and Detroit Bad Boys. I'm very high on both these teams. I already told y'all. Billy, he has the defensive MVP. He has the offensive MVP. He has depth. I don't know. OBJ is like the deepest of all sleepers because you know the guy has potential, but he's just injury prone. It was a little risky of a pick. Darius Leonard is going to be insane. Minka, 30 points a game. Easy. Chuck Clark. Russell Wilson, my guy. All right? He's going to be great. I just think, Billy, the sky's the limit for you and your team. Steel Curtain, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, God, I miss him so much. That hurts. It hurts my soul. It really does.
You could have had him for a first-round pick.
I could have. Oh, man. Saquon, like Peyton said, I don't know what was going on with his preseason. But, I feel like it could really go either way. Boom or bust. Melvin Gordon, he just traded for him, didn't he?
Yep.
So, Melvin Gordon's not going to be on this team, right?
No, he traded for him.
I do any of you think Melvin Gordon is going to be good?
Oh wait,
Not personally.
no.
I don't either. So what are we? I don't understand what we're trading for him for.
Did he trade
Jalen,
or did Eddie trade him to Cody?
I think
don't
Eddie
know.
traded him to Cody.
Okay.
Mike Evans and DJ Moore. I love those two. But I mean, wide receivers aren't really that valuable in this league. But they're the best receivers in the game, top 10. Easy. TJ Watt, great D end. He's got, I don't know, he's kind of, would y'all agree he's kind of questionable at linebacker?
Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
And I like his DB. So the only downside to this team is the linebackers. Other than that, I mean, this dude's set for a huge bounce back year. 3-9 last year. Yeah, Cody. I know it's hard to admit, but you're probably gonna get back to the championship, dude.
You're assuming he's still listening?
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, Billy, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go right off of yours. Steel Curtain will be in mine, but he'll be facing the abusement park.
Oh.
It was going to be Burrow's body count, but he just cannot get a running back to save his fucking life. So I'm going to go with Steel Curtain versus Abusement Park. Steel Curtain, if they could get a linebacker, I would give them the win right now. But I feel like this is Peyton's year.
Oh.
Can I one comment, Billy?
Please, sir.
Peyton, we say every year that this guy's team looks great, but somehow, some way or another, he gets hit by like the worst luck possible.
Yep.
Players want to crap themselves in the biggest games ever. All right, let's go back a couple years ago. All right, Peyton was 0-6. Peyton was 0-6. This guy had one of the best teams on paper. Won 5 straight games. If he would have beat me, he would have won the division in the last game of the season. Would have won the division. He would have been in the playoffs after being 0-6. And I can't remember what happened. Like, the 3 players on his team just completely crapped the bed. But, yeah, I don't know. Peyton gets hit with the worst luck. We'll see.
All right, we're going to stop it there and then add, I guess, restart. Or not restart, but...
we can just go till next week. We got enough. We got an hour. We're good.
What are you talking
we
about?
got to do an outro.